Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mo, and today I will be letting you know some of the books that I want to read in the month of October. So the first book that I physically own that I want to read is going to be Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi adeyemi. The vibes that I'm getting off of this is just like warrior princess, badass girl, don't f with her, don't play with her. They killed her mama. They took away magic. There's going to be an uprising rebellion situation, and she might be falling for the enemy. Yeah. I love the vibes. This is a big book, so if I get to this, I'll be very proud of myself. The next book that I have physically on my TBR is Blood Like Magic by Liselle Sambury. I don't know why I'm trying to start so many series, but it is what it is. She is a witch, and there's a thing called a calling that at a certain age the witches get their powers or they join the coven or something like that, and she fails hers. To redeem herself, her ancestors give her a task, and the task is to kill her first love, but she's never been in love before. So she goes through like this matchmaking program, and it seems like she gets matched up with her like enemy, which I love down. Blood is really important to like root crafting and like witchcraft and all that. She's gonna try to find something more important to her ancestors than blood, so like I don't know what that's gonna be, but this seems like it's gonna be real lit, real fun. Yeah, I'm into it. And then my next is going to be an entire series, so I don't know how I'm going to make this work because these are big. I'm not going to grab all these. It is this Hepdale Rain series by Sydney Paul. It's a YA romance with two boys. One of them is a werewolf, and he's kind of like found his mate with the other one. Yeah, that's all I know. They're gay, and there's werewolves. Like, that's literally all I know, and I bought the whole series. So I'm hoping that I really like it. This is when it really gets ambitious because September was a pretty busy month for me, and I don't think that October is going to be any less busy. I read Throne of Glass like maybe 3 days ago, and I have yet to stop thinking about it and want to reach for the books. So, do I think I'm going to be able to finish the whole series in the month of October? I do not know. Do I want to? For surely. I'm not grabbing all those, obviously, but this is all it right here. I want to do like a spoiler series of like different parts of the book, like 3 books here, 2 books here, or whatever, however I do it. Like it might be like 4 parts because the books are huge. I'm loving the world so far after the first book, and I don't know, like I'm anticipating so much, and also like I'm scared because I know there's a lot of heartbreak. I'm just really excited. This also deals with like magic and fae and assassins, and yeah, I don't really know how to describe this that well. There's like kind of a love triangle and like enemies to lover situation, so I'm really into it. This last section of like my TBR are all books that my library has, so I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on them because a lot of them are really popular and I have some on hold, so we will see. So the first book that I have is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna, Levine, and I'll be honest with y'all, I actually don't know what this is about. Like obviously roommate's a vampire. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know if it's like one of those Craigslist ad things where like someone just puts out a thing for a roommate and they just come up with a random roommate, and then they find out later on that their roommate has like weird habits or whatever. The next book I have, I'm gonna have to look down on my iPad to see like the name. It is The Midnight Girls by Alicia jasinska. I hope I'm saying that right. Also y'all, I'm so sorry if I get anybody's names wrong. I will definitely have fixed that and done my research before I actually read the book, or by the time I read the book. So the only thing that I know about this book is that there are 2 girls that are fighting for like the prince's heart, and then they're both enchantresses, which I don't know if that's just like synonymous to witch or like I don't know what they are, but they do magic. They have some kind of something, and they end up falling in love over time with each other, like trying to get this guy. And I love that. I love a sapphic book. It looks like it'll be like a really fun time. The next book that I want to read is called The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu, Mandanna, a warm and uplifting novel about an isolated witch whose opportunity to embrace a quirky new family and a new love changes the course of her life. As one of the few witches in Britain, Micah Moon knows she has to hide her magic, keep her head down, and stay away from other witches so their powers don't mingle and draw attention. I feel so bad when there's like worlds where there's witches and stuff and they have to hide. If you have a recommendation, I want to read a book where like everyone in the world, even if they're like they have magic or don't, like knows about the existence of the people and they like coexist. Is that a thing? Because a lot of the books are just like magic was outlawed, we hate magic, we're gonna burn you, and I'm like okay. And as an orphan who lost her parents at a young age and was raised by strangers, she's used to being alone and she follows the rules, with one exception, an online account where she posts videos pretending to be a witch. She thinks no one will take it seriously, but someone does. I thought initially that she was pretending to be a witch, but she wasn't a witch, but she's pretending, but she is. Okay. An unexpected message arrives begging her to travel to the remote and mysterious nowhere house, to teach 3 young witches how to control their magic. It breaks all the rules, but Micah goes anyway, and is immediately tangled up in the lives and secrets of not only her 3 charges, but also an absent archaeologist, a retired actor, 2 long-suffering caretakers, and Jamie. The handsome and prickly librarian of Nowhere House would do anything to protect the children, and as far as he's concerned, a stranger like Micah is a threat, an irritatingly appealing threat. Ooh. is hate to love. As Micah begins to find her place at Nowhere House, the thought of belonging somewhere begins to feel like a real possibility. But magic isn't the only danger in the world, and when a threat comes knocking at their door, Micah will need to decide whether to risk everything to protect a young family she didn't know she was looking for. Oh, I love that. It's like found family too. Yeah, that's gotta be like priority. So serious. The more I'm looking at my list that I have, this is actually outrageous. I don't know about this, y'all. This gonna have to get dragged into like all the way till December. I don't know. The next book is And They Lived Happily Ever After by Therese Beharrie. Successful romance author Gaia Anders. Oh, I love when there's a book world. Gaia Anders has a secret. Anything she dreams at night is magically written into her best-selling novels. Oh. After a lonely childhood in foster care. Oh, that's kind of like a theme with the other one. After a lonely childhood in foster care, her dream life is the only one she trusts. Gaia's waking life just can't compare until she gets caught in one utterly surprising, crazy, passionate, real-life kiss. One near-perfect guy, workaholic businessman. Why is it so many dots? This is confusing me. It's not like a period. Okay. Workaholic businessman Jacob Scott has had a crush on his brother's best friend Gaia since forever. Brother's best friend! Shut up. That's what I didn't know. Since forever, but he never expected to literally share her dreams. Oh, this is priority as well. Oh, yeah. Living out their magical nighttime fantasies is explosive, but it's their waking desire turning his single-minded ways upside down. It's making him want a future he didn't think was possible. One dream that can come true, but Gaia has secrets from her past she won't reveal. And Jacob's attempts to keep the peace in his own fractured family puts him up against her deepest fears. Soon they're facing hard truths about who they are and what they're running from, and the only way to break this curse is realizing true love's real-life power. Ooh, that's giving. So the next book is a part of a series. It is called Witchlings by Claribel Ortega. I actually don't know anything about this book, but it's been referenced as like if you like Amari and the Night Brothers, which, if you're new here, I am obsessed with Amari and the Night Brothers. I'm not even gonna start that right here. This is not that video, but and then Nevermore, which I've really wanted to get into Nevermore for a long time. I've heard great things about it, but I heard it's like still in the works, and I just want to wait till it's done. And like I've heard like the date keeps getting pushed back or something like that. I don't know where I heard this from. I don't want to start a series that I'm gonna fall in love with and then like I just have to wait, because like I'm already in the middle of a series, like, which I'm eventually gonna do a video where I'm just telling you guys all the book series I'm in the middle of, because I need to finish them or just figure out if I'm not going to. But yeah, let's read the summary for Witchlings. So this is about 3 witchlings who must work together to do the impossible if they have any hope of earning their full powers. Every year in the magical town of Ravenskill, witchlings who participate in the Black Moon ceremony are placed into covens and come into their powers as full-fledged witches. And 12-year-old Seven Salazar can't wait to be placed in the most powerful coven with her best friend. But on the night of the ceremony, in front of the entire town, Seven isn't placed in one of the 5 covens. She's a spare. Spare covens have fewer witches, are less powerful, and are looked down on by everyone. Even worse, when Seven and the other 2 spares perform the magic circle to seal their coven and submit themselves as sisters, it doesn't work. They're stuck as witchlings and will never be able to perform powerful magic. Seven invokes her only option, the impossible task. The 3 spares will be assigned an impossible task. If they work together and succeed at it, their coven will be sealed and they'll gain their full powers. If they fail, well, the last coven to make the attempt ended up being turned into toads forever. No! But maybe friendship can be the most powerful magic of all. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna cry most likely. This is so sweet. The power of friendship. But I remember Ashley from the Bookish Realm, she was going on about it. So I was like, yeah. Okay, y'all, this next book, I really don't know if I'm going to read this because I'm a little scared of it. I'll be so honest with y'all. I've never watched, read anything Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know anything about that. The book that I want to read is The Bewitching Hour by Ashley Poston. I've read her. Ashley Poston wrote The Dead Romantics and The 7-Year Slip, which I love the both of them. I gave 1 4 and I gave 1 5, I think, or 4.5. I'm a little scared. I don't know. What does the genre say? It says horror, but okay. The people that are well-versed in this genre of horror, please let me know what's really horror. As someone that gets really spooked, when I see that as a tag, I just immediately don't want to read the book. So that's why I'm on the fence about this one. Is horror like murder? No. Is it like, oh, killing someone with a stake? Like, that's horror. Like, what makes a book horror? Because when I think of horror, I just think of really scary things. And, like, killing a vampire is not that scary. Like, that book by Grady Hendrix, the Southern Book Club's Guide, that seems like it's up my alley. Like, real bad. Like, I love things that are, okay. I won't say that I love everything that's set in a Southern background, but some things eat. But there's a vampire and they're trying to kill him. These ladies, these suburban people in, like, it looks like Georgia because there's peaches. I don't know. but it's categorized as horror, and Grady Hendrix is like a horror author from what I understand, and I really want to read that. But it's let me know down below if you guys have read the book. Is it scary? Because the book that I wanted to read with what book was it? Hold on, y'all, I'm having brain farts. The Midnight Girls, someone wrote that it had like body horror, brief body horror, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm on the fence about the Bewitching Hour. If you read it, please let me know how you feel about that. I'll have to like look into that. It seems like it's kind of an LGBT as well, LGBTQ. So that's up my alley. The next book is a book that I've been hearing a lot about. That's yeah, let's just say the book, because I don't know why I keep wanting to tell y'all so much before I even tell you what the book is, because you're gonna be like sitting here like, okay bitch, what's the book? This is the next book I want to read is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. It is the first book in a series. It looks like there are already 3 books. Yeah, it's a trilogy so far. I don't know, I keep saying so far because I don't know how authors work anymore. I think a book series is done and then years later they come and they finish a book series. I don't know. But this is the first in the War of Lost Hearts. All I know about this is this girl was enslaved, and the person that's in charge of it or whatever said that if she can raise some money or do something, raise something, collect something, then she can get her freedom. And they don't expect this. They give her like this high ass number, and she succeeds because she's motivated. She's like, oh, I need to be free, like any person should be. And I don't know, she's real badassy. So let's see. Oh, this is a long summary. I'm not reading all that. A former slave fighting for justice, a reclusive warrior who no longer believes it exists, and a dark magic that will entangle their fates. Ripped from a forgotten homeland as a child, Tasana, that's kind of cute, learned how to survive with nothing but a sharp wit and a touch of magic. But the night she tries to buy her freedom, she barely escapes with her life. Oh, she's not going easily. Okay, they're trying to hold her back, which is crazy because like, why would you give someone a quantifiable amount or whatever to get out of their situation, and then when they breach it, you're just like, no, you gotta stay here. You're already fucked up for having a slave, but that's even more fucked up. No, it's not more fucked up, but it's you're adding to your fucked upness. Desperate to save the best friend she left behind. Ooh, she left her best friend behind. I hope her best friend doesn't die. Tasana journeys to the Orders, the most powerful organizations of magic wielders in the world. But to join the ranks, she must complete an apprenticeship with Maxentarius Farleone, a handsome and reclusive fire wielder who despises the Orders. The Order's intentions are cryptic, and Tasana must prove herself under the threat of looming war. But even more dangerous are her growing feelings for Maxentarius. Growing feelings? I'll tell you right now, they better be the same goddamn age. The bloody past he wants to forget may be the key to her future or the downfall of them both. But Tasana will stop at nothing to save those she abandoned, even if it means gambling in the Order's deadly games. Ooh, games. Like suicide? Suicide? What's that called? Is it Suicide Games? Y'all know that one. Y'all know that one. Even if it means sacrificing her heart, even if it means wielding death itself. Alright, says dark magic, passionate romance, vengeance, and redemption. I'm here for it. And then next, I would like to read the mindf series by St. Abby. All I know about this is that it follows a woman that is a serial killer. And I want to assume that she kills men that deserve it. Or that's another like female like woman rage book that I've heard. But she ends up dating this FBI detective or some kind of CSI situation. I don't know what they're called. Someone that's investigating her, and it's just kind of cool because she's throwing them off her trail, and she's like so cool, like she knows what she's doing. I'm kind of scared because I don't know if it's gonna be like way so much trauma about why she's killing the men. I assume so because like a lot of men are horrible. So this next book is called Onyeka and the Academy of the Sun. It is the first series of the Onyeka series by Tolá, okogwu. All I know is that this young lady, her friend or something is drowning or needs help, and she saves her and her hair helps her. Her hair has powers. I have heard Capri from Capri's Book Island rave about this so much, and I want to say Ashley may be from Bookish Realm. I just love reading about black girl magic and just like black girls with magic. Perfect for fans of Amari and the Night Brothers, The Marvelers, which is another book that I want to read, and and Rick Riordan, which I love Rick Riordan. Like I'm saying that like I'm obsessed with him, but like middle school me loves Rick Riordan. I can't find a reason why I wouldn't want to read this or why I would not like this book. And the cover's gorgeous. Look at the colors. Look at the, it's gorgeous. And then there's like the Nigerian flag on her little pin. And this last one, y'all, I'm so excited for this one as well. And this is probably gonna be like the first book that I read in the month of October because I have the audiobook on hold. Apparently it's gonna be available to me in like a week or two because we only have one copy with my library, which is just like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Like, there's some books that I'm just like, why? Okay, another rant real quick. My library sometimes has books that have like 70 copies that no one is checking out. Like, I'll check it out and it'll be like 72 copies of 72 copies available. And then the ones that people really care about, they'll have like 3. And it's just like 24 people in a line for one book. Can we be fucking for real? For 1 second. They gonna make me take care of it. They gonna make me act up. But the next book is Hench by Natalie Zina Walschots. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Mayana at Mayana Reads, she said that Hench is basically like Amazon's The Boys. And that's all I need to know. I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but it seems like a hero of this world, a superhero with superhero powers, badly injures like a civilian human person. And it's kind of just like, if you've watched The Boys, you'll know. Because it's basically like a modern world, like our world, but they're superheroes and like they're real people. Like, this is how it'd be like if we had superheroes today. Like, one guy in that show, Highlander, I don't fucking know, hate him. And the goal is to hate him, but he plays his role too well. Like, they cast him too well. I never want to see him on the streets. I hate him so bad and what he represents. Watch the show, please. Please watch the show. Please watch the show. I don't care if you had to get a trial or whatever. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I don't beg y'all a lot. Please, I'm begging you. I'm not gonna read this thing. All you need to know is The Boys. That's all you need to know is The Boys. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like, that's, yeah, it's gonna get read. That's like the one thing I can guarantee. One thing I can guarantee, it will get read. It might be read in September if I get this book fast enough, because I'm the only one waiting. Alright, thank y'all so much for staying to the end of the video. Those were all the books that I really want to read in the month of October. Can I do it? Si se puede. Si se puede. Si. Girl, what? I don't know if I can do it, but I really want to. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all are excited to read in the month of October. I don't care if they're new releases. I don't care if they came out in 2001. Please let me know. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching the video. Bye.